many of the guests we feature here on Regional Contact all dream of finding the one thing that will truly make them happy.
Absolutely right. And although the road to finding your passion can be a long and sometimes bumpy one, our next guest found out that once she found hers, the ride was a lot smoother.
I love tulips. I'm not sure what it is about them. It's maybe the burst of spring. They're up so quick. The intensity of the colors, they just really grab my attention.
Jill Alexander's fascination with the celebrated tulip may be because of what they have in common. She too is in the springtime of her creative life, breaking new ground, bursting with bold color.
I am a self-taught artist since childhood, although I don't think I really realized it until now. Drawing and painting was my entire focus.
For a number of years, Jill put her personal artistic pursuits aside and went to work as a floral and cake decorator. In 1995, she took a job with Michael's Arts and Crafts Superstore. For 7 years, she learned and taught everything she could.
When I was working at Michael's, I was the crazy crafty lady. I was the craft goddess. I knew it all, could do it all. I enjoyed it. I did love it. But something else was happening during that process, and a genetic depression was playing a part in my life. But I'm working through it. It's part of the process. It's not a big deal. It's not something that should be swept under the rug. Once I understood what genetic depression was, I was able to work through it, proper medication. So it's all manageable now, and I find that the real me is allowed to come out. I'm going for maximum impact. These are in-your-face flowers with an attitude, and I love that.
Painting vibrant colored flowers on a stark black background serves up a visual punch and may also describe Jill's creativity emerging from the dark into the light. As she paints, her own story is being revealed through charming, childlike tales of ice and snow.
I did figure skating as a child for a period of time. As I recall, it wasn't something I really wanted to do, but my mother thought it would be a good idea, so I did that whole process. The hockey, my two boys are hockey players, Matthew and Taylor. As they got better and grew up, and I started paying attention, and now I'm just a wild hockey mom. And so it's kind of like reliving memories, and my husband making a rink in the backyard, and the hours he put in, and the boys standing there with all their hockey equipment on, waiting to get on. They just can't get on fast enough. I try to paint every day. I think it's necessary for my soul. If I don't paint every day, things just feel off kilter. It's satisfying my soul, actually. What more could you want? It keeps me sane. That's always good. I get so lost and focused, and I think when you're doing what you love and you're just so involved that everything else disappears, then you've hit upon the right key for your life. I paint on a variety of things. I've painted my dining room table. I sanded it off. My intention was not to paint a design on it. I was just going to sand it off and whitewash it. I got a little heavy-handed with the sander, and next thing I knew, I had to do a little disguising, and now it's a beautiful design of fruit all the way around the border. And my kitchen table belonged to my grandmother, and technically people might say you don't paint on antiques, However, now it's a work of art. It's a family treasure. This table has all of the homes, well, some of the homes that are important to my past and just interesting homes that I've gone past. Coming home from a hockey game, I drove past an interesting house out on Bank Street, and we went back a couple weeks later and I sketched it. So it's on my table. I paint chairs. Nothing is sacred in the house. I bought a purse and I'm going to paint it, just because I can.
Versatility may be the key to Jill's success. She does commission work, painting murals and windows for various businesses.
I go through phases with my paintings. It could be someone new coming into my house commenting on my cats posing for me. I never saw it until she mentioned it. As a result of that, I had 4 5-foot tall paintings, 1 foot across, one really tall skinny cat on each.
This is the 3rd year Jill has painted a 5-foot tulip for the Tulip Festival. Colors of Spring was one of 3 tulips stolen from the festival site as a prank. Eventually, it was returned to its rightful owner. Spring reminds us of new beginnings, growth, and color. For Jill Alexander, it's a renewal of her commitment to feed her soul and follow her dream.
It wasn't that long ago that I faced my dream head on in a dramatic way. And if there's something that you need to do and you think that you might like to try it, if it excites you and terrifies you all at the same time, then you've got to do it. And it's going to be scary, but you push through that. The reward will make it all worthwhile.
Well, what a wonderful adventure for Jill, and it's fantastic that she associates the real Jill with those fiery and vibrant colors in her paintings.
I quite agree, and we give Sheila Brady of the Ottawa Citizen credit. She was the first person to call Jill the wild woman with a brush. Good luck to you, Jill.